Hello and welcome to everyone who are watching us right now, and to those who will watch this Facebook video later. My name is Ignas, and I've been hosting Student Stories LT student interview series ever since we began a couple of months ago, and which we hope to continue in the future. And in the series of live student interviews, we will talk to international students who are either currently studying in Lithuania or have studied in Lithuania in the past. And we will talk about student experience, about what it's really like to be a foreign student in this country. So keep your eyes open for the future Student Stories LT installments on Facebook and Instagram. And today I would like to introduce everyone to our guest, Ms. Tchoumkeu Koyep Lizette. Hello.
Hi.
It's a real pleasure to have you here, and thank you for your time, and thanks for doing this. To introduce Tchoumkeu briefly, she's from Cameroon. She's studying management at Vilnius University. And she's also a mother of two girls, which I can relate to because I have a daughter myself. So being a mother and a full-time student it requires a lot of energy, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Is there something about yourself that you would like to say that I haven't mentioned in the introduction?
Yeah, without much ado, you have mentioned relatively everything about me. Yeah, like you earlier said, I am from Cameroon, and I'm a single mother of two daughters. And I've been working in Cameroon for some years, and I decided to see how education looked like in the European section of the country. And so I decided to come to Lithuania.
How did you, well, there's a big number of interested students from Africa. I mean, we receive messages all the time with questions. So I'm sure that many will be interested to know, how did you first hear about study opportunities in Lithuania, and why Lithuania out of all the European countries?
Yeah, when I decided to I have over-enclosed myself with education in my country, Cameroon, and I said, no, it is good because I've been watching people talking from this section of the country who came and studied and come back to my country, the way they relate, the way we relate together, I see some differences. And I took that decision upon myself, and I said, I want to go to these Western other countries or Europe countries, or whether it's America or wherever I can find myself, to see how education in that other area it looks like as compared to my country, Cameroon. So when I took that decision about 2 years ago, I decided to start looking online. I went online first, looking for universities in Europe. By then I never knew about Lithuania. You know, Lithuania, when I come to notice about Lithuania and say, wow, there's a country like this. You know, there are other countries you can get that is very popular, like Germany, you have Finland, you have Norway. You know, France, I have been looking for studies there, but I saw that the tuition fee is way too expensive. So I decided to say, what am I going to do? Then I got a knowledge about Estonia. And while I was looking at Estonia, the knowledge about Lithuania came from one of my friends in Iceland. And the friend told me, why going too far? Those countries in Germany, in Finland, tuition fees they're not affordable. There is a country, just try to go through it. I said, but are you sure that country is going to have my course? Because what I really want to do is business administration. Whether it is accounting, management, banking and finance, marketing, I want to focus on business administration. So I was looking ahead to the other countries because they have what I am looking for. So he said, just go through it, and I'm sure you are going to find what you are looking for. So I got to know about Lithuania through a bosom friend of mine, in Iceland, and I decided to go to university in Lithuania. Wow, I find what I was looking for. So I was so excited because the fees are very, very affordable, and the living standards too. I checked on the living standards. I saw that it's also affordable because you have to come where you know what you have first of all stored, put in stored like income. You'll be able to like sustain yourself for a number of time before you start working. You cannot just come automatically. I was applying for studies and not for working permits. So you don't expect to come and start working. So you have to like prepare yourself that maybe in a number of months, this is what I'll be eating. This is what I'll prepare for my tuition. This is what I'll prepare for maybe other expenses. So I saw that all those things were affordable for me here in Lithuania. So I decided to take the bull by the horn.
I couldn't have said it better myself, to be honest, because when students ask us what is the biggest perk of studying in your country, that is usually the affordable studies, affordable good quality studies, and the safe environment, and sort of, you know, it's a good European country to study, and it's still a sort of an undiscovered gem for many international students. Are you a bachelor or master's student right now?
Yeah, presently I am a bachelor student. Yeah, because normally in my country I already have a bachelor of studies degree. I have bachelor degree in accountancy. Normally I applied for master's program, and while I had an interview with the administration, they told me the grade I had for mathematics, I had mathematics in advanced level, but what the grade they were expecting was not enough. So they suggested for me to do the bachelor program. And I asked them, the bachelor program I'm going to take, will it still be under business administration? And they said yes. And I see that they did me a very good thing of suggesting, because when I came to, when I started the lectures in September, I started the lectures online in my country before coming here. I realized that the quality of education is really, really good here as compared to my country. Like seriously, I was like pleased, and like I want to say big thank you to the administration of the Vilnius University that gave me that suggestion to start up with the bachelor program, even though it's too demanding as per se, but it worth the stress because the quality of the education too is really good, and they really have patience. When I come to see it, I saw that they have a lot of patience with their students. So that's what makes the thing a very good thing. So I'm going to advise all those who are out there looking for schools to study in, that Lithuania has good universities, especially Vilnius University.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Vilnius University is the biggest university, biggest and oldest university, in not only in Lithuania, but in an entire Baltic region. What was your sort of first impressions of Vilnius as a city, and is being international student here everything you expected it to be, or maybe no?
Yeah, international students here, not everything I expected happens the way I expected. Like for instance, you know, when I was in Cameroon, I know that Cameroon is an underdeveloped world. And I know with Vilnius and the other countries, the European countries, they're developed countries. So I was like, my expectation was at now, my expectation is not met, because I am really like in a shock to say that I can come into a developed country and I applied for maybe for post my document to go somewhere and in the same city, and I'm told my document is missing. So with that, I was like a little bit discouraged about the environment, that the people who are working at those post office are not really competent enough, because I don't think in the same city and in the same country, document can get missing. But I went there and they tried to like explain the reasons, which I had to like consider, because you know, in the normal circumstances, we are human and things like that do occur once in a while. So I just have to like let the sleeping dogs lie.
What is So let's talk about the difficulties since you brought it up. What is the hardest thing for you as an international student? Is it the bureaucracy or maybe something else?
Come again?
What is sort of the hardest thing for you as an international student in Lithuania? Is it like the bureaucracy of many of those places, or?
No, the hardest thing as an international student that I can say is it's not really easy. You know, education in Europe is different from education in Africa. You know, education in Europe is really demanding.
Mm-hmm.
And there we need to go to school, and you know, coming as a student, you are not here with your parents. When you're back home, you're with your parents, you can just focus on studies, and you know, you come back, you have parents to take care of you. So when you come here, you are yourself, you are you. So you have to work hard to see that you take care of yourself, your expenses, and all the like. So it is not, the difficulties is not, it's really that to be studying and working at the same time is not really easy, with the fact that the studies is really demanding. Yeah, and also language barrier. When you come into a country like as I have come here, you know, everywhere you apply, if I came here that I knew Lithuanian language, things would have been much better for me. So language barrier also is another problem, which I will advise others out there. If you decide to go to any country, by the time you come, you should start having a rethink of like, I have to settle in this country, let me study their language.
Mm-hmm.
If you study their language, you are get to go.
What do you miss the most about Cameroon?
What I miss the more is my daughters. I miss my daughters so much. And likewise, my parents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I miss my daughters so much.
Well, you sort of already gave a few examples, but what is your advice for students who say they're interested in studying abroad? They want to study someplace else outside of their country, but maybe they're scared, or they don't know where to begin, or sort of they have those reservations. What would be your advice, since you know you made that step, you went to a different country and you're studying?
What I want to say is that winners never quit. So the advice I'm going to give those who are out there, that education is wealth. If you are educated, you have wealth. Wealth is not only money. As far as you are educated, you can become an entrepreneur yourself. As far as you are educated, you can become self-employed yourself. You must not live your life depending on somebody to pay you. So education is wealth. And if you decide, everything about life is all about self-decision. You need to make that decision. You need to make a decision, and you pray unto God and you take the way forward. I think that with my stand, if I gave up, I wouldn't have been where I am today. Yeah, I wouldn't have been where I am today, because what I was ending in Cameroon was not really substantial.
Mm-hmm.
You know, then when I look at it, I'm afraid. I said, am I sure if I start this program, I can go through with it? Am I sure I can really afford these fees? Am I sure? Am I sure? Stop having negative thoughts. For what God cannot do does not exist. What I can advise is that we should always be positive in our thinking. Positive thinking. If you want to go for something, go for it. Take the decision and move forward. As you are going forward, destiny helpers are just besides. What they want is see you going forward. Then they just chip in. So don't give up. You can just sit and you start a program and you find out that maybe somebody, an uncle, like for instance, I can give a testimony of a friend who is presently coming now to Lithuania. I struggled with her and I helped her, and today, by the grace of God, she had a visa. And when she had the visa, she was like, I don't know, my friend, I don't know what I'm going to do. How am I going to reach Lithuania? Blah, blah, blah. But before she realized, an uncle that she does not even know is ready to assist her in every way for her to be here and on her studies. You know, there are some people who wants to help you, but they need your own decision. They need your own courage in order to chip in into your life. Like the Bible says, there is no food for a lazy man. So if you're lazy, there's no food on your plate. So you have to be serious and you have to take that decision to move forward. And I think with that, you'll be able to excel in life.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. What are your future plans? Do you think you would be considering staying in Lithuania and maybe starting your career here, or do you plan to go back? I know your daughters are back home, but
Of course, I have a lot in mind. Before coming here, I have my dreams and I have told God. Then I decided to come here also because I saw that staying back home is marking time and the years are going, my vision and my mission are not accomplished. So I know that being here in Lithuania, my mission, my vision are going to be accomplished. First, I have two plans in life. Now I have started with the bachelor program. So firstly, when I finish up with the bachelor's program, I would like to decide to do the master's program.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, so when I have the master's program, from there I will see whether I should continue with, because I should continue with the PhD or not. But after my master's program, I think I am get to go. I might decide to go back home, because even before the end of my master's program, by the grace of God, I must have established my vision of being a good entrepreneur. You know, I'm an accountant, and now I'm studying management in Vilnius. And by the time I'm having a master's degree in management, I think I am get to go to be able to well manage my company. So I have a vision of opening a very big lucrative restaurant company, you know, in my country, which I am sure by the grace of God, I'll be able to establish it before the end of 4 years. I can start establishing it by next year, but before the end of 4 years, I should be able to establish it. That will only take the grace of God. So that is it. Because there are many people, when you look out there, there are many citizens lying out there suffering without jobs. You know, then I cannot have these talents. I have these talents, well educated, and like have the zeal to explore in life and to help others. I think by the time you open something like that and you can be able to employ people, you are going to better many lives. So that is what is in my mind. That is my plan.
Well, I hope that your plans, that you succeed with your plans, that they become reality. And I really wish you all the best. I'm not going to keep you for that much longer. Thank you so much for sharing your experience. It's good to hear that students from abroad are coming to Lithuania and sort of realizing that it's everything they want and need in their life. So yeah, thank you so much. And I would like to sort of wish everyone a good day. I hope that everyone enjoyed our chat, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and look forward to other Student Stories LT live interviews. Right, everybody.
Thank you very much, Ignace.
Thank
Have
you.
a blessed day. Yeah.
You as well.